This is probably the best Minecraft role-playing resource pack there is. Let me explain. Hey, how's it going? Now let me let you on a little secret. I'm trying to reach 25k by the end of the year, and if that happens, I'll do a face reveal. So get to it. Now this absolutely mind-boggling resource pack is made by The- uh, Theory Abyss 17, so if I pronounced that wrong. But of course, if you want to download it, the download link will be in the description down below. And you heard me right, this fantasy weapon, or what I like to say, role-playing resource pack, is completely just a resource pack. You don't need any experimental gameplay features or behavior packs involved. As you can see, nothing's enabled. So download it, import it into your world or in your global resources, and hop into a world. Now let me hop out of my degrading hidey hole over here and run over to my favorite item in the game, the chest. Now in here is basically what this resource pack changes. And that does with all the types of weapons and such, mainly the iron, diamond, and netherite. And I'll show you just how amazing this add-on truly is. So let's just take out something as simple as the iron sword. And now, you know how normal iron swords, you can literally see how it looks in the hotbar there. But if we were to go into holding it, you can see this is how this texture pack makes the iron sword look. And now it's very detailed, very cool looking, and extremely looking sharp, if I do say so myself. But that's not all. So you might think this is pretty cool by itself, but it actually changes depending on what you are wearing and holding. Yes, Panda, you heard me right. This even gets even cooler. So we go into this chest, and let's just throw some iron armor on. Now this won't actually change it, but if you wear iron armor and not hold the sword, you can actually see it puts it on your back. You saw this during the intro with the diamond weapon as well. But this is how it works. You don't even actually need to hold the item. It's just when you wear the iron armor or diamond armor and such, you have the little thing on your back, which actually looks cool. And of course, if you were to hold the item, you'll be actually holding it and it won't be on your back. But now, if we were to alter this a bit with these three items here. Now, for iron, only the shield does something. The mob head or the totem of dying doesn't do anything, but let's just use the shield item here. And we'll have the iron axe for later. But if we were to put on the shield, you can see that the sword does indeed change. Now that looks absolutely amazing. It looks like a US sword or whatever. And it just allows you to have like different scenarios and role playing and such. Now let's just take off the shield again. And as you can see, it goes back to the normal sword. Now if we go to the axe, this is how the axe looks. Very amazing indeed. And if we were to put on a shield, it changes into a halberd, a very long-reaching weapon. Looks amazing. Again, more role-playing aspects, or more variety in role-playing aspects. So here we go. Let's just toss this all back into here. We'll keep the shield in our inventory for now, but let's throw the rest in there. Now, if we were to take out the diamond weapons and armor, let's just start off with the diamond sword, everyone's favorite weapon. This is how the diamond sword looks. It looks amazing and kind of like futuristic or very, very fantasy-like, I should say. And this is how it looks in first person. It looks amazingly detailed. This is how the diamond axe looks. Again, very detailed. And this is the sickle, or it's actually a hoe, but it looks like a sickle, right? So it looks amazing. So now let's throw on the armor, and you can see the sword hasn't changed yet. But now if we put on the shield, it changes into this type of weapon. Looks pretty awesome. It's slightly duller color, but it still looks amazing. And of course, for the diamond one, you can actually use these two other things to have further alteration. So now if you were wearing a wither skull or any mob head, just I believe the wither skull is probably the easiest one to get in survival. You can put that on and it changes the item into a little dagger here. Looks amazing. And of course, you don't need the shield actually for this one, but yeah, it looks amazing. And you can see I actually have one in both hands. So that's even extra cool and makes you kind of like play like a assassin. You see, role playing. Very cool. And now you can even further change this by using a totem of undying to make almost like a holy sword or a hero's sword. Just look at that. It looks beautiful. But moving on to our final set, the netherite armor. Here, as you can see, this is how the sword looks amazing. Almost kind of looks like, you know, the bad guy sword or the demon lord or whatever sword. It looks very cool indeed. And of course, you get another battle axe type looking thing with the netherite axe. Amazing. Now, if we were to throw on the armor, you can see that's how it looks on your back. Looks amazing. I didn't show this on the diamond sword, but you saw it in the introduction, so there you have it. So let's also modify this amazing weapon with a shield first. As you can see, it's on my back. You can have a little sneak peek of the sword, but if you actually hold it, this is how it looks. It looks amazing. It looks like a fiery sword, but it gets even better. If we were to replace this with a totem on dying, we get an animated fire sword straight out of lava. It looks amazing. And we put it on the back, it's even animated. Truly epic. And now for the final one, let's just put on a netherite skull. And now we've got netherite skull. I mean, wither skull. Now we've got this long sword looking thing. Very awesome. Very well detailed. Absolutely amazing. Kind of looks like a dragon that's spewing out fire. Thematic to the end. But my favorite is probably the diamond sword one. But there you have it, Panda. That's how you can get some amazing looking weapons for role playing purposes or any purpose in general. You could just have this if you just want some fun. But I'm sorry for stabbing in your eye, Panda. I'll just move away. But there you have it. If you made it this far, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. I'm going to do some assassin.